Hey, good morning. Hadn't been on in a while. I've been talking in a few of these videos, and I think, nah, I don't like them. I'm not going to do it. So this morning, I thought I'd just go for it. So anyway, here we go. A few days ago, I told you to read up on Esther, and Esther was very courageous. She stood for her people. She put her life in danger, and she could have been killed, but it all turned out okay. So she was in the first beauty contest that ever was known. She had a cousin or an uncle, Mordecai, that had her come over and try out to be the king to this, or to be the queen to this Queen Xerxes. And it's Xerxes. Xerxes is how I'm saying it. I don't know if that's correct or not. But anyway, he was a piece of work. And so, anyway, she came over and she went through all this stuff. There was a lot of these young, beautiful girls that tried out for it to be the new queen. But anyway, she won. She saved her people, because there was this other guy named, I think his name was Haman. He wanted to kill all the Jews. So she couldn't tell that she was a Jew. Mordecai, her cousin, uncle, whatever it was, said, keep your mouth shut. Do not tell that. So anyway, the reason I like Esther is because you want to talk about leadership. That's leadership. So it's the 17th book in the Bible. It's Esther. And so go read the whole story. Here's the deal. Here's the famous verse from that. It's in Esther 4, 13, and 14. You were made for such a time as this. So that's the condensed version of it. But that's Esther. That's who she was. She was a young girl. She was a beautiful girl. She was a shrewd girl. She stood for what she believed. She saved her people. Okay, now, the reason there was this beauty contest was because the king got rid of his first wife, Vashti. Now, let me tell you about her. He wanted her to do something that was probably considered, well, she had a lot of dignity. And it would be like, in today, stripping naked in front of a bunch of men. That's what he wanted. She was very beautiful as well. Very beautiful. But history tells in some of the background of the Bible, if you study that she was probably pregnant or something. Anyway, whatever, it doesn't matter. She didn't want to show her body. She wasn't doing that. She just told him. There was a big banquet that he had with all these men, and he wanted to brag about how beautiful she was. Well, this made King Xerxes mad. So that's why he decided to get rid of her. So let me tell you about Vashti. She was a trailblazer. Harriet Beecher Stowe, the author of Uncle Tom's Cabin, she wrote that Vashti was probably took the first stand for women's rights. She wasn't having it. So there you have it. These are two women that we need to be showing our girls. And all this is in the Bible, in the book of Esther. So if you've not read Esther, go in and read it and study up on it. There's a lot of commentaries about these two ladies. They both took care of issues that we are looking at today. So that's leadership to me. Now, I want to tell you about another one that is very, very interesting. And I just read up on her here lately. Now, there's not a lot to read. And I'm not going to tell you who her husband was. You're going to have to go. I'll give you the book in the Bible where to read it. Some of you may already know. If you don't, look her up. Her name is Zipporah. 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 I don't know. But anyway, it's Zipporah. Now, let me tell you what she had to do. Strong woman. The way I read about her, you don't read too much about her, well, like I said, you don't read too much about her in the Bible, but she had 2 boys. She was married to a shepherd. And she found out later on he just wasn't any kind of regular shepherd. He was a leader, but let me tell you, he was something else. He comes in from the shepherd field one day and says, listen, pack up a few belongings. We are going to take our people from Egypt to Israel. And it might take us 40 years. So just be ready. Well, I don't know if he knew it was going to take that long, but, look on the map and see where that is, and you're walking. And they have to go through a lot of dangerous terrain, a lot of things that are unimaginable. Unimaginable. Plus, the other thing about Zipporah that she found out, her man took some messages from a burning bush. So I hope you have figured out. Let me tell you about her also. She was very, very sharp, a quick thinker, because she thought her man was going to be killed for something he didn't get taken care of that the Lord told him to, and she got it done really. She's fast thinking. She protected him. She protected her children. She protected her family. So go in and read. Let me tell you, Exodus, and I think it's chapters 3 and 4. 3, 4, and 5, maybe. Read about her. You hear, the reason I want to do this, you hear all this stuff about all these women of today, and there are some women, there are some heroes of today. But I don't think we've studied enough on who the real heroes were. How we got to where we got. So read your Bible. Read about women of the Bible. And I hope you've enjoyed this. And I'll come back later with some more women that have done great things. And they've done the first woman's rights. Took care of the first things that we knew we would ever have to be facing as women. Talk to you soon. Bye.